beans, coffee grind, kickstart heart and mind. Roasted beans so fine, aromatic line. Pour it and stay a while, sips that make you smile. Two keys, blend it better. Sip the stream, feel lighter. Morning bliss, let's burn.
All right, coffee lovers, get ready to dive deep. Today, we're all about coffee. The myths, the magic, separating fact from fiction.
Sounds delicious.
We're getting straight to the good stuff with 7 common misconceptions about coffee. By 2 kings. Coffee, they clearly know their beans.
Sounds like they do.
So get ready to become the ultimate coffee guru. Impress your friends, wow your barista. You know those rumors like coffee stunts your growth, right?
Yeah, I've heard those.
Or it turns you into like a gingery mess. But like, are those just old wives' tales?
Right.
Or is there something real there? Let's just jump right in. Is coffee actually seriously bad for you?
Well, that's a myth that's been around forever, But the research says the opposite might be true.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Studies show that having coffee regularly could actually mean you're less likely to get hit with some serious health problems. We're talking type 2 diabetes, Parkinson's disease, even heart disease.
Wow, so my morning coffee is doing me a favor.
Maybe. And it's not even just about what it might help prevent, right? Coffee beans have a surprising amount of good stuff in them.
Really? Like what?
Like a good amount of riboflavin that helps your body use fats and proteins. Like 1 cup's got about 11% of what you need in a day.
So coffee's like a secret multivitamin or something?
Well, not quite a replacement. Obviously, you should still eat your veggies.
Of course.
But you also get pantothenic acid, manganese, potassium, even some niacin and magnesium.
Okay, well, I'm feeling a lot less guilty about my coffee habit now. It's like a health drink. Okay, but what about this one coffee I'll keep you up all night? I've definitely used that excuse before.
Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah, you got to be up early.
Right.
But the thing is, your body processes caffeine way faster than you'd think, right? We're talking 75% gone in like 8 hours.
Really? So if I had my last cup, say, 4 p.m.
You're probably totally fine to sleep. Everyone's different, of course, so pay attention to your own body and all.
Right. No midnight coffee dates for me, but good to know.
Speaking of coffee misconceptions, let's talk roast level. I always thought those dark roasts meant way more caffeine. Am I wrong?
It's a common thought, but it's a little more complex than that. It's about the roasting process, you see.
Okay, so what's actually happening to the beans? So picture this. The beans are in this hot roaster, right? And the longer they're in there, the darker they get. That part's simple.
Right.
But get this, roasting doesn't add caffeine.
Really?
It actually does the opposite.
What?
The longer you roast, the more caffeine breaks down.
So wait, my dark roast has less caffeine than a lighter roast?
Exactly. Like chemistry in action.
Yeah.
And while we're talking roasting, it really affects the flavor more than anything.
Right, of course.
It's a whole other deep dive, though.
Oh, we should do that. But okay, back to the myths. This one's for anyone who's ever woken up after a, long night, feeling a little rough. Can coffee actually cure a hangover?
I wish.
Yeah.
But sadly, that's another myth we can debunk. See, both coffee and alcohol dehydrate you.
Oh.
And the dehydration is a big part of why you feel so bad.
Right.
So yeah, coffee might perk you up for a bit, but it doesn't actually help with the hangover itself. It might even make you feel worse.
Oh no, so all those mornings I forced down coffee to feel better, I was making it worse.
It's possible.
Yeah.
If you do have coffee when you're hungover, drink a lot of water too. Hydration's key.
Got it. Water it is. Although, listeners, if you have a real hangover cure, please share. Okay, this next myth is a big debate among coffee snobs. Is gourmet coffee just a marketing thing?
Oh, interesting.
Like, is it actually better, or are we paying extra for nothing? I love trying new coffees, don't get me wrong, but even I wonder sometimes.
I get it. Especially with the price difference, right? But there are some real differences.
Okay, so what makes it worth the extra cost? Tell me everything.
It's about quality, and how much care goes into it. Gourmet coffee often uses the best bean special roasting methods.
So it's not that it's a lie, it's just a different level of quality and taste. Like fast food versus a fancy restaurant, both food, but totally different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's about the little things, the experience and deciding what matters to you.
Makes sense. All right, next myth. I totally believed this one in college. No question. Espresso's got way more caffeine, right?
Whoa, tell me about it.
I mean, it's so strong, so quick. It's got to be a caffeine bomb, right?
Like a classic myth. And I get it. It's got that reputation, that quick hit. But if you actually look at the caffeine amount, it's different.
Wait, really? All those times I thought I was getting this huge caffeine boost, I was wrong.
Think about it. A shot of espresso, what is that, like an ounce?
Yeah,
And then your regular coffee, like 8 ounces, easy. It's the volume.
Oh, okay. So not how strong it is, but how much you drink.
Exactly. The article actually gives numbers. Regular coffee, it could be like 95 to 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Wow, okay.
But a shot of espresso, it's more like 47 to 75.
So I'd need what, like 4 espressos to equal my regular coffee?
You got it. Changes how you see it, right? It might seem stronger, but it's a smaller dose overall.
Wow. Never thought of it that way. Okay, last myth, and this is a big one. Coffee sobers you up. Heard this one.
Oh, yeah. Who hasn't?
Especially after a night out, right? But let's be real. Does it actually work?
This is one of those myths. It's not just wrong. It's risky. You know, coffee doesn't change how your body deals with alcohol.
So no matter how much I drink, I'm not sobering up any faster.
Nope. You might feel more awake, sure. But your blood alcohol level, how your body's reacting, none of that changes.
So that whole coffee will sober you up thing is totally fake.
Totally. The article's clear. No speeding up how your body processes it. Your BAC stays the same, and you're still impaired, driving-wise, decision-making.
This is important, people. Thinking coffee's a magic fix is how accidents happen.
Exactly. Time's the only thing that really sobers you up. Your body needs to do its thing.
Makes you think.
Yeah.
Okay, listeners, takeaway: had a few drinks. Don't count on coffee to make you good to drive. Okay. Plan ahead, get a ride, be safe.
Couldn't agree more. Ready for a bonus myth, though. This one surprised me.
Oh, I'm always up for a good coffee twist. Hit me.
Okay, brace yourself. Coffee beans are actually beans.
No, wait, what? Those little brown things I grind
Yeah?
every day? Not beans. My mind is blown.
Right. You never think about it, but they're seeds.
Seeds, like sunflower seeds.
Well, not exactly like that, but yeah, seeds. The coffee plant, it actually makes a fruit, kind of cherry-looking, the article says. And inside those are the seeds we roast.
So when we say coffee beans, we mean seeds. That's wild. What happens to the rest, the fruit part?
Good question. It doesn't all go to waste. Some places, they use the pulp to make tea, cascara.
Cascara tea. Never heard of it.
It's supposed to be sweet, fruity, totally different from coffee.
I'm intrigued. Gotta add that to my list.
You should. It's like a whole other side of coffee.
Love it. All right, so we've busted myths about health, caffeine, even what coffee is.
We had covered a lot. Shows you there's always something new to learn.
Right. Who knew coffee could be so surprising? I still can't get over those coffee beans being seeds. It's like my mind is officially blown.
Right. Really makes you think about that cup of coffee in a whole new way, huh?
Totally does. Well, while we're on the topic of mind-blowing coffee facts, let's recap some of those myths we busted today. Starting with coffee isn't actually bad for you. In
It
fact,
can even be good for you.
right, everything in moderation, of course. But research shows it could help with certain health problems, plus all those nutrients.
Exactly. Your morning coffee, it's like a little health boost.
Mm-hmm.
And remember what we said about dark roasts?
Oh, yeah. Darker doesn't mean more caffeine.
Nope. The longer those beans roast, the less caffeine you actually get.
So if you really need a boost, maybe stick with a lighter roast.
Yeah.
And of course, we can't forget about that myth about hangovers. Sadly, no magic coffee cure.
As much as we wish, right? Time and water, those are your best bets.
Absolutely. All right, listeners, here's the takeaway. Next time you're having your coffee, really think about it for a second.
Think about the journey.
Yeah. From those bright red cherries.
To your cup.
It's pretty amazing. And hey, maybe even try some of that cascara tea. Why not?
Right. Branch out, explore those coffee flavors.
You got it. Well, that's about it for our deep dive today, coffee lovers. We've busted myths. We've learned some surprising truths.
And hopefully you see coffee a little differently now.
Absolutely. Who knew there was so much to discover about a simple cup of coffee?
There's always more to learn.
That's the truth. Until next time, keep
Morning light
exploring,
come
keep the
shine.
coffee brewing,
Dreams of
and we'll
night
see you
unwind.
on the next